Okay, number 13, hopefully I've remembered to tell you that number 12 is not needed. I've put that in by mistake. Glanced over the vectors question, realised it's a vectors question you can't have. So number 13, first principles. Everyone's favourite, really boring. You get there in the end. I would always suggest finding just normal dy by dx, because then you will know whether you've done it right or wrong. So the normal differentiation will give you minus 6x plus 8. Hopefully I'm going to end up with that at the very end. But from first principles, okay, I maybe prefer to use f of x going on here and f dash x instead of those two pieces of terminology. It means the same thing. But the first principles formula is f dash x equals the limit of, limit as h tends to 0. I'm going to use h here. F of x plus h minus f of x all over h. Now this limit needs to be included until pretty much the very final step of the answer. There's f of x, which is the original equation, and then there's f of x plus h also used. Now I'm going to work that out separately at the side here, then just use it consistently through. So f of x plus h is the same thing as the original equation, except every time you see x, it becomes x plus h. So it's minus 3 brackets x plus h squared plus 8 times x plus h minus 7. Now if I expand that, minus 3 times, now if I square a bracket, square the first term, double the product, so if you times them together, it's xh, so double that, 2xh, plus square the last term, h squared, plus 8x plus 8h minus 7. So that comes to be minus 3x squared, excuse me, a little error there, minus 6xh minus 3h squared plus 8x plus 8h minus 7. Of course, you can do that in the original equation, because you can't simplify any of that there. I just prefer to do it so it keeps my original equation a little bit neater, because it can get quite confusing. So this is the limit as h tends to 0 of, now f of x plus h, this is this entire thing I just worked out over here, minus 3x squared minus 6xh minus 3h squared plus 8x plus 8h minus 7. Take away f of x. So that's take away this equation here. So it's take away everything. Take away minus 3x squared, which becomes a plus 3x squared. Take away 8x. Take away minus 7, which is a plus 7. I'll keep this separate over here. All over h. So a lot of things will cancel out here. That and that. What else will cancel out? 8x minus 8x. Minus 7 plus 7. So that means that we are left with the limit as h tends to 0 of minus 6xh minus 3h squared plus 8h all over h. Okay, let's cancel out the h in everything. So one h can go there, one of them can go, so just left with a h there, and one of them can go. So that means that I'm left with the limit as h tends to 0 of minus 6x minus 3h plus 8. Now h is going to become, well, it's going to tend to 0, which will get rid of that h there, or rather it will make that h become 0, which means that minus 3 times 0 is just 0. And everything that's left is minus 6x plus 8, which of course is what we were expecting over here.